Now I want y'all to listen to this.
First at 6, a 7-year-old boy remains in the hospital today after both he and his parents were bit by a dog in their Fall River home. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sam Reed. NBC 10's Aaron Coogan joins us live from Etna Street, where, Aaron, neighbors tell you it was a disturbing scene late last night.
Yeah, well, Sam, it happened at the entrance of this yellow house, and though neighbors were still too shaken up to talk to us on camera, they do say blood-curdling screams could be heard throughout the block. Just before 9 Saturday night, Fall River police were called to 68 Etna Street for reports of a child suffering from a dog bite. When they arrived at the multifamily housing unit, it was learned a mom and her 7-year-old son had been walking into the home at the same time another tenant was walking out with their dog. Though leashed, neighbors tell me the dog is typically muzzled, but wasn't when the two families met last night at the front door. Startled, the 7-year-old boy jumped and the dog attacked, biting the young.
Startled, the 7-year-old jumped and the dog attacked. Blamed him for being attacked. Oh, you jumped. As if you don't have the right to jump. As if jumping in fear is a legit reason to attack anybody.
Young boy in the leg, police say his mom immediately tried to intervene, but then the dog bit her too.
Why isn't it mandatory that dogs are muzzled if you're in an apartment complex? Makes no sense to me.
Neighbors say they heard screams echoing down the street. Another tenant of the house described the horror she felt rushing downstairs to see her typically quiet young neighbor screaming at the top of his lungs. The boy's father was drawn out by the commotion, police say, and then the dog bit him in the groin. Both the 7-year-old and his father
bit the father in the groin. So this thing launched 3 different unprovoked attacks against 3 different victims. Are these so-called experts trying to tell us that they pulled the dog's ear and tail 3 different times? 3 different people? So they provoked this dog 3 different times within the span of a few seconds? That's what they're telling us with their expertise.
Were rushed to Hasbro Children's and Rhode Island Hospital Saturday night with non-life-threatening injuries. Taking to social media today, the family informed concerned loved ones that the young boy did require surgery on his leg, but that he remains in good spirits and on the road to recovery.
Not in good spirits. Nobody who goes through something like this is in good spirits just because you got him to smile or laugh. He would prefer to have not gone through this and would prefer to not be laid up in a hospital right now. Don't talk to me about no good spirits.
Now, police say Fall River Animal Control now have the dog under quarantine.
As you can see, dogs are a constant problem. They are a menace to society. Whenever you want to talk about something positive, dog-related, you have to be delusional. You got to make up a lie and say they relieve stress and anxiety. Oh, drug them up first, though. Drug them up, force them on the people, and lie saying that they reduce stress and anxiety. So in other words, there's nothing positive about these worthless mutants.